What am I doing here? I don't even know where the hell I am. There we go. There we go.
Yo, what you drinking, yo?
I can see Jonathan Mancutie.
Hi, here I am. Adorable as never.
Pooh Ninja, hey man. Okay. Holy crap.
So anything I should know, or
Johnny, you got to shave that box.
I think
What?
first off, I think we'll talk about those EVH guitars. There's a
You said not to.
No. We can talk about them. I said don't talk about what I told you, what I just told you. That don't talk about that. But yeah, we'll talk about the new guitars. They're called the they're not called Stripe Series.
5150 series.
The 5150 series. Hey, Jason Wade. Hey, Halface. Hey, Fabulous Disaster. Hey, dudes.
you're still not on the air?
I'm on the air on another channel facing this way. It's like
Oh.
it's like a behind the scenes thing.
It's like in porno when you get like the main view and then, like, after it's over, they show that last part again at a different angle, slow motion. You know,
He's actually half face.
yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Can they hear us? You're on
Yeah.
the angle.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can hear you. Yeah.
Renus Pink.
Go over to the Johnny. I was able to rechange the name. Go to Johnny Beane Clips, and you'll see it.
Johnny Bean Clit.
Johnny Beane POV clips.
Oh man.
Clips.
My
Yeah.
Clit.
I was able to change the name back.
Johnny, you look really white today.
Wait a second, Johnny.
Mhm.
You're on your other YouTube channel. You should be on like Facebook Live right now or Instagram Live, then doing YouTube on your main channel.
I know. I need another.
Need another apple? Another Mac?
Yeah. I think
A banana.
if I use what's it called, I can do that.
Is that what it's called? What's it called?
What is it called? Yeah. There's another thing.
I got another thing.
Hey, you guys. Hey now.
Hey now.
Twitch
What, you playing
TV.
Cathedral with that?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys over at Twitch though, you get banned right away over there. Twitch doesn't play around when it
With
comes
cursing?
with anything. Yeah, people get banned instantly over there.
Unless you're a chick with big tits.
Okay.
I would love to meet that chick. I'm single now, by the way.
Again?
Yeah, again.
Tomorrow you won't be.
No, I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow.
Is that why?
No, she was just a bitch.
Oh.
In Bedrock. Twitch.
Okay.
Twitch.
All right, let me know before you go live so I can not eat M&Ms on the air.
Johnny, why do you look so pale right now? Your light is weird.
I've got an orange gel over here on this side.
There you go.
And the problem is my lighting changes the entire time, so it's always it's always different.
Yeah, I got a new light someone gave me, and I can't figure out how to fucking do it the best.
Well, there's an on-off switch. You can probably start with that.
Let me try to find it.
Oh, I give up.
Hold on.
Let me try to find it. Nope, I give up. Oh well.
It's Tech More on Tuesday.
Okay.
Light switch edition.
All right.
All
All right. Here we go. Okay. So what is it called? It's called the EVH
5150 series.
the 5150 series. Okay. All right. Do you have all that stuff in front of you, Dave?
Oh, pardon me.
Do you have like the pictures of them well, I can send them.
I had it on Facebook. Here it is. Yes,
Yeah,
I
we
do.
have them all. We have them all.
I do. I have them
What's
here.
that?
What was what?
How's that? Is that good?
Let's see. We've got Bush.
There we go. And there's two new amps. There's an EL34 112 and a 212.
How's that?
That's me.
Oh,
Just so we're ready.
Oh, hair pie. Oh.
Hot pie.
Hair pie, thank you.
What's hair pie?
Revenge of the Nerds, man. You gotta watch it.
I've never seen it. Okay.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
I think I got a thrush.
Okay.
See it?
All right.
Thrush.
I've lived it.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right.
Here it is. Finally. Oh my gosh. Hey everybody, this is Johnny Beane, and we're live. It's 5:20 p.m. out here in Santa Cruz, California, and Hollywood, California, where Jonathan Mancuda is. Hey John, how you doing, man?
I'm still showing you off the air.
Ah,
We're on.
are we on, you guys? I think we're on. It says we're on this one. Yeah, it's
I'm
Hangouts,
off
man.
the air.
They're going away in 2 weeks, and they're just making everybody's life just insane. I see us. We're on.
All right. I'll roll with it. Hi, everybody.
Hey, man. It's July 16th, 2019. Welcome. We got David Nesdall in the purple shirt.
Arigato.
Oh, that's oh my gosh. That's David Nesdall.
Hi.
Remember that.
How we doing?
Remember
How we
that.
all doing? Yo, how y'all doing?
No, actually, if you guys are watching on the Johnny Bean Clips channel, whatever it's called, they were talking about Revenge of the Nerds. So I think that's a reference to that. Although I've never seen the movie. I'm gonna have to.
You have.
How?
I'm gonna have to look it up.
So why they call you bigger? I don't know.
July 16th, 2019. I think I said that. Jay Hannon in the Nerd Halen shirt. Hey, man.
Speaking of Revenge of the Nerd, that was my older book, but not really that good.
Mm-hmm.
How's everybody doing?
Very good. Very good. I'm tired, man. And for real this time, Dave, I've been up since 6:30.
I know.
Your time or our time?
My time.
My time.
But I went to bed at like 2:30.
What were you doing?
Huh?
A million things.
In between that, I was sleeping.
You had a million things to do and not enough time.
Uh-huh. What?
What did you have to do at 2:30?
Oh, no, that's when I went to bed.
With who?
The
You don't remember her name?
My roommate?
Oh.
Hey, you guys. Hey, Dweezil.
What? Dweezil Zap is in here? Awesome.
No.
Again?
Dweezil.
Like a stalker.
Dweezil. Wait.
Tumnus.
Hey, man. John B. Alpha 150. Thomas Santiago.
Hey, Jesco.
Josco Plumbing Supply. There he is.
Hey, Carlos. I know you said hello a few minutes ago. Just saying hi.
Hey,
And
Carl.
my fellow Jew.
Hi.
What?
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I see Jimmy and Brendan and Dr. Jimmy and John and Phil and Brett
And
Steve
Steve Carmichael.
Sarah and Ty. Would you like to tie me up with one of your ties, Ty?
Oh, wow.
Come on, that's from Caddyshack.
That's
You don't
right.
know movies, do you?
Mm-hmm.
No, me?
I know Caddyshack, but I don't know that.
That was when the blonde said to Chevy Chase.
Oh,
Would you
so,
like-
what's her
Nice
name?
tie.
Morgan.
Would you like to tie me with one of your ties, Ty?
Cindy Morgan? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
John Mancuda's nose. You're my biggest fan? My nose is my biggest fan? Well, I mean, if my dick is my smallest fan, I guess my nose could be.
I guess it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
Hmm.
We're past the threshold. All right. It's been a minute.
What the hell is that?
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Are you taking that to Comic-Con?
You bet I am. For those of you watching, tomorrow starts Comic-Con.
Mhm.
And motherfucker, I am going.
Oh.
Comic-Con.
Is that your costume? You're just going to wear that?
I'm actually going as Lady
Bless
Godiva.
you.
Huh?
I'm actually going as Lady Godiva,
Uh-huh.
wearing nothing but a smile.
Uh-huh.
I'm riding in naked on a horse.
That's just disturbing.
Awesome.
Well, San Diego Comic-Con is the best, man.
It is. It is. It's the biggest con. It's the biggest con for comic book.
Biggest con.
It's the biggest con in the world.
It is the biggest con, man. Those tickets are a lot of money, and the hotels. Fuck that.
Yeah, I did New York Comic-Con, I want to say 2 years. Maybe 3, but I think it was 2. And it was cool, but I don't know. Just too many people, man. Too many people packed in.
Well, there's San Diego Comic-Con gets, no lie, about 300,000 people.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's huge.
I love
Yeah, I've heard about it.
I mean, the best part about it is, in my opinion, the best part are the cosplay girls.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They're awesome. It's like Halloween, you know. You're not a tube of toothpaste. You're a slutty tube of toothpaste. You're not, you know, you're not Iron Man. You're Iron Girl in an iron bikini. You know, it's like wearing iron pasties. You know, it's like every costume is just like, for a girl at least, is really sexy. You know, everyone's Harley Quinn.
Well, you'd fit right in, John.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing that is cool about, and obviously I'll make this quick because we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight, but the one cool thing about like Comic-Con and stuff like that, whether it's the San Diego one, New York one, all those, any of them, is like, I think a lot of the kids that maybe don't consider themselves like, you know, a part of like a group, or, you know, they're not considered cool. They can go to these things and just be themselves, and they feel like they're like, you know, cool. And that's the cool thing about it. How many times can I say cool in 10 seconds?
Hey, Comic-Con has plenty of cool. You know, the thing about it is it's pop culture thrown up into a giant convention. So it's like comic books, cartoons, anime, movie industries there, TV industries there. Anything fun is there. And you know what? Let me tell you something about the outcasts of society. That's the Steven Spielbergs. That's the George Lucases. That's all the kids who got teased for playing D&D or, you know, watching SpongeBob or whatever. They're all there now, and they're all there to have fun. And we take over the world. Geeks rule.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nerd! Now, I don't dress up, but I have a lot of comic book themed shirts, and you know, I go to buy old comics and comic art, and I have tons of friends there, and you know, it's just fun. I mean, it's really, really fun.
It's the exact opposite. Like when you're in normal population and you dress up, you feel like a weirdo.
Right.
There, it's the exact opposite. If you don't dress up, you're like, man, I look like I'm a total dork today because I'm not fitting in.
Someone shows up in a suit. It's like, okay, you're Tony Stark. Is that who you are? No. Okay. You're Bruce Wayne. Commissioner Gordon.
If he has glasses,
Black.
he's Clark Kent, maybe. Yeah.
Now look, the prettiest girls are geek girls, and the coolest guys are geeks at heart. And anyone who denies their geekdom, I don't want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm. And that's this weekend?
That's starting tomorrow until the end of Sunday. And I got a buddy staying for my house, so he's house sitting, and I'm going to go have fun.
Why? He's watching your guitars?
Well, it's an opportunity for him to also come out to do industry stuff. So, like, he gets the house to himself, and I get peace of mind.
And he gets to come out?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of the closet and have a dram party in my house.
And then when you get back, you're wondering why all your sheets are stuck together. And
no, I'm wondering, did I have spackled ceilings before this?
Why is there hair gel all over the place?
Holy Hannah. Wait a minute. I didn't have 300 condoms.
Wow.
And Mike Keith Papa Blue asks, how many comics have something to do with guitars and rock bands? Actually, a lot of them, and a lot of rock guys are also comic book collectors. So, like Kirk Hammett has a huge horror and comic collection, and Glenn Danzig's a big collector. Sebastian Bach is a big collector. A lot of those guys are there.
I think also the singer from Slipknot, I believe he either is a partial owner or he does own or he's involved in some way in a comic book company as well. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember a couple of years ago there was a story about that.
John Dolleman, the drummer of System of a Down, he owns Torpedo Comics.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's always there. Glenn Danzig sometimes displays his collection there. A lot of guys. You'd be surprised.
A lot of musicians are dorks, man. What do you expect, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean a lot of? I think they all are.
Yeah.
Most of them.
The cool ones of us are.
Mm-hmm. And hey, John, listen to this. Somebody called in like an hour ago. Listen to this, man.
Live from Santa Cruz, you're watching the Johnny Beane channel. Talking 80s guitar rock music and other stuff. Later.
I love it.
Live from Santa Cruz, you're watching the Johnny.
Who is that?
I have no idea who that is. People just randomly call the number, and they've been leaving those.
And Mad Dog says, balls on a Chimancuda calls that a Saturday. Hey, I don't have balls on my chin unless I'm getting paid.
Disaster, you're right. Anthrax includes comics into their songs.
Well, the
Dread
has his guitars painted with superheroes and
Mhm.
Ninja Turtles. And if you think right now that comic books and superheroes aren't like the biggest thing in pop culture, you're out of your mind. And Star Wars and Star Trek, and it's taking over the world. We've won. The geeks have won. We've won.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiss. Gene Simmons is always walking around there.
Mm-hmm. Dressed as himself.
Yeah, no, he just he does the sunglasses and
I invented Comic-Con.
He should go dressed as himself, and everyone will be like, "Oh my God, this guy look at this. This is a great Gene Simmons outfit." And then they'll end up picking out the mistake,
some kids gonna go up there. The boots aren't right.
Yeah.
Those aren't boots like jeans. Jeans have bigger scales on them, and the eyes aren't red; they're green.
And your tongue isn't long enough.
You're not bad, but you're not really looking like Gene.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a guy that actually was an impersonator?
Yes, and Gene. I think Gene paid him to be the impersonator.
He impersonated just regular Gene with the regular hair and regular sunglasses.
Yeah, I think Gene. He was on Gene's. Gene had him do it.
But didn't they go on the Stern Show together?
Oh, really?
Didn't that happen? I could be just like
that. Yeah.
Making it up or just imagining that it happened, but something.
Man,
happened.
you lying? You lying, man?
Why you lying, dog?
Mm-hmm.
Too many brown M&Ms.
And Jim Nicholas asks, what about the hedgehog? Yes, Ron Jeremy is there, and yes, I am going to ask him if he's blocking Jay on purpose.
You should. I'll send you the screenshot. I'll send you the screenshot,
which I probably will. I will ask him. And I'm sure he has no idea what you're talking about.
Yep.
What's a Twitter?
Yeah, he only knows if it's Twitter.
Yeah, he's like, I'm blocking him on Twitter. Yeah. On Twitter? What? Whoops, Jay, wrong site. Sorry.
Oh, JR says he ambushed them on the Stern Show and Gene was pissed. Okay. So I wasn't imagining it.
So Soda said, echo, John. Do I have an echo?
Is your volume really loud right now?
I don't know. Is my sound okay?
You sound okay, but it's like, is your speaker volume super pumping?
Sounds normal to me.
Mm-hmm. How is it through the cans, Nesdal? Because I'm not wearing mine.
It sounds good. I don't hear any delay.
I hear John echoing through his.
John, say something.
Jim Nicholas says, have Ron Jeremy plug the show. Jim, if I had Ron plug the show, he'd plug all of us in the ass. That's Ron's
Not
idea
me.
of plugging the show.
I don't care how cool he is. That's not happening to me.
Yeah, I'll pass. Thank you.
Zach Thong says, I have an echo.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, a little bit.
Little bit.
Jump out. Jump in.
What?
Huh?
Now, batting.
Number 22.
Who's patting?
Manny. Mota.
Why do I have an echo?
Oh, it's
like
slight.
It's like a loop. It's a
It's
loop
very
from
slight.
your Blah.
Is that like the podcast on a separate thing, or?
What?
All right. So what are we going to talk about tonight, boys?
Soda, back more on Tuesday. Yeah, brother. Always something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Dave.
Yes.
Nesdal, what's the big news today out of EVH?
The 5150 series guitars.
Whoa.
Hello.
Pretty cool.
Do you have pictures? Are there pictures?
I got pitches, man. I got you want pitches?
Yeah.
I got some pitches.
Let's see 'em.
I got you some pitches. Let's see if I can get this to which way they gotta go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on, mother lover. All right. We got pitches right here. Right up in this bitch. There's the red one.
Looks orange.
Oh man, I hate when that happens.
Oh, be careful though, man. Are you
I've got
you sure you got enough padding around those pictures?
I've got. This is from Facebook anyway.
There was
Is the sunburst. There's the blue burst.
and those are the two deluxe
Yes.
series.
There's I think it's green.
Army drab or
It's an
something.
army
right?
drab.
That's
And
neat.
and there is the I don't know what that is. Is that white or is that
I
gray?
think it's like a primer gray.
All right. So now that you have me on the focus, you know what? I want to get that thumb out of the way. Let's do that.
Yeah, that one's not coming across as well,
Damn
but
it.
it's kind of like that blue ice is, I guess, how I would kind of
Well,
primer, gray, blue ice, something. Uh-oh.
what happened?
There's something in front of me. That's weird.
There's something weird in front of you.
In front of me?
No, on the screen, like something popped up on it.
Something weird popped up.
Oh, it said it's the
Popped up.
EVH thing. It's EVH boost and boosty.
Okay. Okay, there's the red one
Yeah, you do.
There
it.
you go.
right there. I'll do it. There's the red one right
Man,
there.
you do it.
5150 series. Okay. It's basically the 5150 guitar. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see me on the other video. There we go. It's the 5150 guitar just without the stripes and with an added Wolfgang neck pickup and a 3-way toggle and a tone switch.
Yeah. So basically, it's not a 5150 guitar at all.
Huh? Yeah, it is.
It's the same body shape as the 5150.
Here's the other deluxe one
That's pretty guitar.
right there.
Nice top.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I did a video this morning talking about these. So if somebody can go ahead and push in the chat !EVH, it'll pop up. At least the link to the video will.
Joe Hervey, what do you mean by basic truss rod?
There's the drab.
John Mancuda's nose wants to know if that's Kiesel pink.
You know, I'm always saying how like those guitars got to be the with the chrome hardware. For some reason, I think the Army drab one would look cooler if it was all black hardware with the black pickups. And stuff.
So you're going the other direction now.
I'm going the other way. Baby.
Army drab with blue?
No,
With
not
black.
blue.
Oh.
With black.
If it had
black hardware.
a black Floyd and black everything,
No.
you know.
That's better. This amp should be better.
I'd like to go with
Chad says he's a little disappointed. It's not what he expected. But I'm going to tell you, Chad, I don't expect anything USA coming out of EVH just, without Eddie playing it, without there being a big thing of Eddie playing it.
There's the headstock.
Yeah, it's the same one as the 5150.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Hervey wants to know 2 rods. I'm sure it's got the truss rod and then the 2 carbon fiber.
I bet it does. Yeah.
It's most of your guitar companies are doing that nowadays.
Oh, he means mine and yours, Jay.
Oh, next to each other?
Yeah. Will we oil them up together? He wants to know.
Okay. Or ours are the carbon fiber and Dave's the truss rod, and then
Johnny,
mine is thicker and longer.
But ours are harder.
It is. I have diabetes.
Do we have price point on these?
Yeah.
$900 around there.
Well, you got the list.
The fist?
Oh God.
So if the list price, what's the list price of the striped Wolfgang?
What?
What's the list price of the striped Wolfgang?
I don't even know if they're making that anymore.
Yeah, they are. They got it. They won't take that off.
Okay. Let's just ask the chat. The chat knows everything. Tell us the list price of the 2 different models.
Us.
Oh, they're asking us?
They're asking us.
I'm just trying to figure out the math because.
Well, think at least 30 off the MSRP, and if the MSRP is like $12.99, it's going to be about $900.
The MSRPs are like 13 and 12.
Soda says $13.45,
Mm-hmm.
and Jason Wade says $12.41.37.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly it.
And 37 cents.
Yeah.
That's too much of a cash grab for me.
Yeah, 12.41,
street price.
12.41.37. There it is. Yeah, that's not street. That's list.
Yeah.
So there's that one, and then the deluxe models are 13.79.30. Right there.
There you go.
And
it doesn't say where they're made though, correct?
No, I don't think so. But they look like they're made in Mexico. Jimmy Biter, it's not a Charvel with a different headstock because Charvel is a different body shape too. This is a totally different body shape. It's very Kramer-like.
this is an original body shape and headstock shape, 2 EVH.
Well, 2 EVH, yes, but it's not an original body shape. It's a Kramer Pacer body shape.
So they're made in Mexico, or they look like they're made in Mexico?
I think we're assuming because of the 5150 guitar, the EVH 5150 is made in Mexico. So
Yeah.
I think it just makes sense, right?
It comes wrapped in a burrito in a box.
Oh my God. Blank Palette says the prices are ludicrous. Well, like we said, that's MSRP. So you're looking at $300-400 off that.
Plus, it has Eddie Van Halen's name attached to it, so that's the price.
That costs money there too.
They're official.
It sounds better when it has that name on it.
For decades, you guys wanted official Eddie Van Halen guitars. Now here they are.
And we're complaining.
You got them.
Yeah.
You got them.
No one's ever happy.
And I mean, was anybody like people were wanting more, and I get it, but it's Summer NAMM.
Mhm.
Usually, all the a lot of stuff is more or less comes out.
Yeah, usually you're lucky to even get something at Summer NAMM because that's not really the time for it to come out.
Yep.
It's usually winter now.
Mhm.
You wanted the best.
You
And not
got
only
the
guitars. What else came out? What else got announced today?
Couple of other things. Johnny?
A couple other stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, the 5153 50 watt EL34 112 combo. Right there. And again, if you want to see actual pictures of this stuff, like cleaner, like I'm blurry, you can go to evhgear.com or somebody type exclamation point EVH in the chat and it'll pull up the video that I did earlier.
Steve Carmichael?
Steve Carmichael. Hey, man.
And for those of you watching listening to the podcast, just tune into the video, and we're showing photos of these guitars.
We're following Shotos.
Yeah.
We're pulling shotos with Dig Old Biddies.
Thank you, Phil.
Big old biddies.
Thank you,
Dig
Upside
Old
Down.
Biddies.
Oh, look at that. If everybody does it, it just keeps doing it. You guys see that?
What's this?
I've got commands activated now to where you can type a command and Nightbot will put whatever's associated to that in the chat.
How do you what? I don't get it.
Here's the 212. EL34 212 right there. Oh.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. If something's associated to that, Jay, it'll do that. What do you want? What do you want associated to that?
I was gonna see if it could pull up my when Nightbot your plugs my my butt. I mean my Instagram.
You want to see if it'll pull up your zipper?
You want your Instagram? Okay,
Pull out your what?
I'll do that.
That reminds me, I had a pair of pants years ago that the zipper would not stay up on them. I actually had to put a safety pin.
Is that what you told? Is that what you told girls? Like, I'm so sorry. It's not me. My pants. They just keep falling down.
Because I've got nothing to hold them up.
But if you see something you like,
Somebody asked about my
penis.
guitar. John Bowman said 7 over 8. I know it's a bad subject. It's not at all, man. It's actually kind of fun. But what was the color of your guitar, and what was the color it was supposed to be? Start asking, but I'm trying to get the whole download. Well, it's going to take longer than we have, but I'll just put it this way.
It's like Grandpa Thanksgiving. You know that story that keeps coming up? When I met your grandma back in '54, there was a guy, Renus Pinkle. We went to school together.
It was supposed to be hot pink, and it wasn't hot pink. Let's just put it that way. It was more of a salmon.
I wouldn't have even called it hot pink though. It was more like a purplish pink. Really, like a very light purplish pink, more pink than purple, but it had purple in it.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you wanted, because it's a translucent color.
Yeah.
Hot pink is not translucent. And what he got was a very fleshy salmon color pink. And I'm just, I'm being serious.
Fleshy.
It's very fleshy colored. It wasn't.
Well,
it wasn't
the inside. It's the inside that's pink. That's.
You damn right, John.
It's not even just salmon. It's like salmon that's been left on the sidewalk drying out for a day or two in the sun. It's that salmon.
With orange overtones, and that was real. Like if you looked at the guitar closely, it was ugly.
Ugly.
Jay,
Right, so back to the task at hand. Yes, Johnny.
go ahead and try that command now. It works.
I can't even say this name. Umapi Splosion. What
It's called. It's upside down.
Salmonella.
No, you look at it backwards. It's upside down.
And it's 10:15. Wants to stick himself inside my guitar. Hey, it works. Cool.
Oh, that's cool. Upside down. I get it now. That's cool. Thank you, Dave. That's cool.
Hey, what was the price difference of the 112 combo and the 212?
It's got to be $100.
This is all over the place today. You just talk about pink inside salmon and prices of stuff, and oh my gosh, what's going on?
The secret inside mushroom.
What's in this coffee?
You know, BC Rich used to have a color literally called pussy pink. No, I'm not joking. That's like a real. They literally called it pussy pink.
Wow.
Oh man.
Okay, so which do you want, the 112 or the 212?
Well, the price of both.
Okay, the 112 is $283.32
Mm-hmm.
What?
Ah,
and 32 cents. And then the 212 is $2,499.99.
So
Oh, those are list price. That's MSRP.
Yeah.
yeah, the $420 list price more, unless my math is off, which it probably
So
is.
it's like $16.99 and $17.99, something like that.
what's with the cents on the end of the fucking prices?
Probably to make the street price something
0-0.
something on. Yeah, or 0-0. Yeah, that type of thing.
0-0.
Mm-hmm.
And Boom's in the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, you guys. Yeah, Nightbot. Is it Nightbot?
Twitch.
Not Nightbot. I think it's Stream Elements or I think I activated a Streamlabs bot as well. So they're hiding more things than they should. I got to mess with the settings.
There's a place I go at the Johnny Beane Show in Bedrock.
Twitch. Do the Twitch.
Wow, 112 watching, 43
Whoa.
thumbs ups. Let's see if we can get maybe 44. Please.
Please.
What do you mean,
Yeah, let me
maybe
give a thumbs
44?
up since I kind of like the show. Kind of like it.
Is that my mom? Speaking of pussy pink.
Whoa.
That's just gross. What's wrong with you?
Hey, let me tell you something. That was the first place I ever was in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it well. 9
And
months
you were-
I lived in there. A little
and you were-
damp, a little smelly, but warm, cozy, soft. I remember it
It was your
well.
first apartment.
It really was.
What'd you say? Real cozy, but it had a smell.
Well, a little bit. You know, it was moist and damp, a little musty, but you know. And
All right, you guys are making me want to.
The walls were pink. Everything was salmon.
well, that's why I get my love of pink. The walls were painted pink.
You were in a room full of Kiesel guitars. Man.
I was having Kiesel nightmares.
Oh my god.
Speaking of vaginas.
Oh, the wrong color. Huh.
Oh, and I've got to say this by request. Eduardo Martino Porto in the chat.
Yeah. Hey, Eduardo.
I love that name, man.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like how you say it too.
You know that guy walks into a bar and some girl goes, "Hi, Michelle, what's your name?" Eduardo Martino Porto. And suddenly panties drop.
Yeah, he doesn't have to say another word.
That's it.
Strolls out the door. Yep.
That's it. Oh my God, Rock me, Amadeus.
Wow. Hmm. Dang. All right. What else? Oh yeah, NAMM is coming up. Summer NAMM
Yeah.
coming up
This week.
This what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So wait,
Yeah.
it's the same weekend as Comic-Con?
Mm-hmm.
3 days.
But it's
Wow.
it's across the country though. It's in Nashville.
But no one's going to go to that compared to Comic-Con.
I bet you're wrong.
Well,
I'll bet I'm right.
no, John's right. Comic-Con is the biggest con
300
in the world.
No kidding.
In the world. It's huge.
The biggest con job.
Yeah, but you know what? Who goes to Summer NAMM? We all go to NAMM.
I do.
Go to NAMM. We want Winter NAMM. We want the real NAMM.
The summer is pretty cool. I've gone to it.
You've
I've
gone to NAMM?
gone to it. Yeah.
What do they show there?
It's mostly an audio thing, pro audio, but there's a lot of guitars there. Fender goes there. Ibanez goes there. There's quite a few guitar things.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, to what?
Summer NAMM.
Summer NAMM.
Summer NAMM.
I think
Makes
Kiesel's gonna
me
be there.
feel good.
Hint, hint.
What was that, Jay?
I said I think Kiesel's going to be there. Anybody who wants to swing by the booth? Hint, hint.
Nice. They would be there. Ugh.
Kiesel. This is Kiesel.
They should be at Comic-Con, man.
Where are you guys? Yeah, Comic-Con, we wouldn't take that shit. Comic-Con, the troops will come out in mass. You'll
Yeah.
have like half the Avengers.
Actual stormtroopers.
You'll have like Thor knocking stuff down with his hammer. And, I'll bring my Captain America shield and,
Throw it like a frisbee.
yeah, right at the display.
Throw it like a frisbee.
Wow.
Nice. Jay Hannon's Pen 15 says, Summer NAMM is like a fleshlight, while Winter NAMM is like a real vagina.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great analogy. Jim Nicholas is going to drop off a flaming bag of turds for their booth. Thank you.
Oh, wait a second. If a real vagina is a real vagina, wouldn't a fleshlight be wouldn't it be called a flesh dark?
It depends if you're into black girls.
No, because it's dark. It's not really
Looks
real.
like because it looks like a big flashlight.
I'm
Really?
just gonna sit back here.
I would think
that's more for your wedding gift, Dave. Don't worry.
I would think a penis looks more like a flashlight to me.
Jeannie, go grab mine if you want to see what one looks like.
A what?
A penis?
No, a flashlight.
What's a pen?
So,
What's a penis?
I saw on a thread on Facebook earlier today. Somebody was asking about putting a big block in. It must have been an older model Wolfgang where the route isn't as big.
There's plenty of them.
Craig Stofko kind of commented to walk the guy through, like, grab a router and route it out pretty much by eye. So if anybody's wondering the same thing, I have not one do-it-yourself bone in my body, except maybe for that one.
You want mine?
Basically, I grabbed my Dremel. Obviously, I took the Floyd out. It wasn't in there when I did this. If you can see inside, let me get my flashlight. I mean my flashlight out here. Let's see if you can. Oh, this guitar is heavy, man. Heavy metal. So can you guys see the extra dig that I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't carve out the entire, all the way to the top. I didn't want to do that. I was very careful.
These guys are
and I
nuts
rounded
tonight.
where I needed to round on the corners.
These guys are crazy.
And you don't need to do much. All you have to do is basically. Oh, that doesn't work. Hold on. You want it so when you bend the bridge is basically all the way to the body right now. That's enough room. So
What size block is that?
this is a 37. I have a 42 in the Mexican striped Wolfgang back there, and that one you don't need to route anything. But this is a Japanese model, and I guess these ones they didn't give enough room back there. So
Nice.
yep. But obviously, if I can do it, it's not that difficult. Just be careful and go a little bit at a time. And yeah, it came out fine.
Is that the one you did on the kitchen table?
No, that would be his wife.
Oh man!
When the butt cheeks wants me to show everyone my flashlight, I keep mine in my car for roadside emergencies. If I get a flat tire at night, I start pounding my putt on the thing.
Oh my god!
Oh, well, you think about it. AAA takes like a fucking hour to get there. You got to do something roadside.
Yo, who are you calling roadside?
That's how I make money. Yeah, by the way, don't forget Johnny Beane merch. We have Johnny Beane fleshlights for sale. And,
Oh, my gosh.
Where is it, Johnny? And t-shirts?
What's the command?
Red ball.
Man,
It's exclamation point. I don't know.
the command is, you will obey, Johnny. You will obey. You will do what I want. That's the command.
The command is #Kirk.
And if you order a Johnny Beane fleshlight, Jonathan Mancuda will
Suck it for you.
test them personally. Quality control is key here.
Every one is hand tested personally.
Let's see. Jason Wade asks, which do you like the best between the two as far as the difference? You mean the striped and the Mexican Wolfgang and the Japanese Wolfgang? I don't think there's too much of a comparison. I would take the Japanese one over the Mexican one every day. I guess the only thing maybe I like is the arch top instead of the flat top. I think that's cooler. It looks cooler. You know,
I think the difference between the Japanese one and the Mexican one is the Japanese one is short and thin, and the Mexican one is short and fat.
God. God.
Speaking of racism, did anyone hear the James Bond?
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
Come on, I thought that was the best one I've come up with yet.
oh, the block size, he said. Between the 37
Oh,
and 42. Oh, man.
Jim Nicholas says El Chubbo. And JJ's House of Jam says, yes, Dave.
Oh my
Deceptive
goodness!
Nice.
Jason Wade means the block size.
Oh,
Dude, between a 37 and a 42 on 2 different guitars. I would honestly have to like put each block on both guitars, or at least one guitar, and you know.
well, the 42 is just more mass. You know,
Yeah,
just,
but I mean,
just
It's a
is
bigger
anybody gonna
contrast.
really be able to hear that? You know what I mean? They're so close where, you know. But I mean, of course, if your guitar can fit the bigger one, why not get it?
Take it as big as you can.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, hello, AAA. Yeah, you'll recognize my car. It's the one with the guy with the fleshlight pounding away. You can't miss it.
The guy who's hoping you take your time.
it's the very small pink one.
It's a van that's a rockin', but only one guy in it.
You see some guy bouncing in his seat? Yeah, that's me.
The one-seater.
Oh, and it's a car with a flat tire, too, right.
All 4 flat tires.
They get there and they go to the window and there's, you know, you got a van and there's one seat.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Mancuda, please come out. Please stop that, sir.
Holy crap. Steve Carmichael. All right, I set up the command. It's exclamation point store. There we go.
There you go.
Everybody do it. So, Jonathan, do you want to give us a maybe a teaser of what you're going to be showing tonight? Guitar-wise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought. Well, first of all, it's the same color as my balls.
So, hairy? You have a hairy guitar?
So
No,
it's
definitely not.
slightly dirty.
What?
It's slightly dirty.
It's pussy. It's a pussy guitar.
It's rashy.
It's crusty.
Oh, there's crabs painted on the guitar. I get it.
It's a crab graphic.
We already saw that crab guitar.
You know what? Everyone in the chat guessed right. It's blue. Yes.
Oh.
There you go. Like my swollen balls.
Skin
Skin chandelier blue. Thank you, upside down.
Oh man, that's funny.
Silvio Guardi says that's three Pat dogs.
You should really get a custom-made Pat's Dogs guitar.
He has it.
Really?
No. Like one with like the logo on it, you know?
Oh no, I want that fucking logo with the guy looking at that thing.
You should have it painted on the guitar.
And then what we can do is we can get a Tessie switch, right? But instead of like having it act like a kill switch, when you press it, it goes Pat's Dogs.
That'd be funny.
Pat's
Dogs. Tom Keeper will be like, "Hey, you know, there's something to that." By the way, Nightbot is saying, leave us a voicemail and we'll play it on the live shows. There's a phone number there. We'd love to hear from you. And Steve Carmichael says, Tom Keeper is playing a small venue near you in August. And he's playing a small venue in Los Angeles, too. So that might be the same one. I don't know where you're out of. But I will be bringing that Pat's Dogs Ibanez up to him to visit and sign.
Well, Steve Carmichael, when you go to the show, hop on stage and grab the mic and just yell, "Pat's Dogs."
It'd be
And then
so
stand
worth
up.
it.
Or bring hot dogs.
Just like Chuck chili dogs at Tom. Jesus. You're like, those damn hot dogs follow me everywhere. Damn Pat's dogs. He's Carmichael's out of Atlanta. So okay. Yeah, sometime they're playing the Canyon Club in Los Angeles. So I'll be visiting him there with that guitar.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that'll be great.
Jimmy Biter says change the lyrics of Night Songs to Pat's Dogs. That's funny. Imagine singing that to that tune. Pat's Dogs. That's fun.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez. Thank you, by the way, for those of you in the podcast tolerating not watching video. There's our podcast.
Uh-oh. Do you hear that? That's so weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's the sound of a horny owl outside my window.
Yeah, it sounds like it has something going on there.
He's trying to tempt me with his twisting head. Nice. Okay, so can we just touch on? Do you guys like James Bond?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know where
Did
you're
you
going.
hear the news?
Yeah.
So, for those of you not paying attention, the
Well-
current James Bond, Daniel Craig, says, "Okay, I'm ready to leave the role." So they're like, "Okay, after your next film, you can, whatever. Contract's up. Who's gonna be the next James Bond?" So all these names come up, blah blah blah, and Idris Elba's name come up, cause he come up. You know what I'm saying? Idris Elba, his name come up. So Idris Elba's name comes up, and he's a good-looking African-American guy. He could easily be the role, but some people are like, whoa, black James Bond? Who could deal with that? He's not black. That's ridiculous. James Bond is a white guy. So a lot of people threw up a big stink. Well, as it turns out, the studios announced that James Bond is not only going to be black and not Idris Elba, it's a woman. The new James Bond is a black woman. So I don't know who came up with it. I don't know who's over politically correct. I don't know if maybe Hugh will be a Muslim in a wheelchair with, trying to get every politically correct thing in line there. But, maybe Em will be transgender and Hispanic and, we'll have everything together. But for those that put up a big stink about Idris Elba, how you feeling today?
Yeah, well, it almost seems like these last handful of years, Hollywood is doing it to themselves as far as literally killing some of these franchises and pissing people off. Now, in my opinion, if they wanted to introduce a woman as a Bond agent, right? What they should have done was had that character and introduced her in the next Bond film. And not 007. Give her a different number. Give her a different agent number. And then have a spin-off. Have a spin-off of that character.
Just to be clear,
42D.
She's not literally going to be James Bond, like Jane Bond or something. She's basically taking over the 007 number. So in the film, Daniel Craig is going to be retiring, and they're going to go, okay, who's next in line to get that number? Agent 00 Twat or whatever they call it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And they're giving her the 007 number. Yeah. 0069, Silvio Goody says.
That's good. I like that. Well, Mad Dog said, 006. I just don't get it, man. It's almost like I don't want to get into this on here because This is on the internet.
Reaching the surface. That's all.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's like forced. You know, they want to appease and they want to do this and that, but I just think like,
Why can't they just leave it alone? Leave everything alone.
Oh my God, I'm drinking urine. Holy hell. What the hell? No, I mean, that's the thing. Hollywood is on this kick.
You better be careful. You better be careful what you say because you are in Hollywood.
I know. I'm not getting work out of this. I'm not getting work out of it. I'm about to go to Comic-Con and be shunned by like producers I was getting meetings with. Yeah. Yeah, I heard what you said on the damn Beane show, man. No role for you, Don. No, Hollywood's on this kick of basically turning franchises to reboots with women. So you had Ocean's 11. You had Ghostbusters. There were a couple of others. Yeah. And again, it's all, you know, the politically correct thing. But
The Greatest American Hero?
They did that?
No, they didn't do it.
Well,
There was going to be a pilot for a show, and it didn't happen.
The Greatest American Horror. Yes, I remember. No, but it's just kind of stupid. And again, you know, if you wanna take, you know, a new 00 character and have her as a black woman, great, all for it. But don't literally give her James Bond's number and play it off like this is the new Bond. That's stupid.
It is. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be really good.
No, it won't.
You know,
I mean,
the last. There's
her
never.
name is Shaniqua Bond, John. So it's not going to happen.
Is that really true?
Blofeld, you ain't taking over the world. What, you crazy? No, it's not.
I don't know. I'm a huge fan of the James Bond films. You know,
You won't be after this.
although, well, I mean, the last couple actually weren't great. The last couple of them.
But there were still elements that you like.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Nicholas says Ron Jeremy is 0010 inches.
00 block Jay Hannon.
You realize it's 9:12 p.m. and we haven't said shit yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 107 listeners. I'm sorry.
Going, what the fuck? I thought this was about gear.
Thousands of listeners, 107 in the live chat. My bad.
It was about gear until we had to talk about Bond.
I just want to talk a little current event.
You know how hard it is? You know how hard it is when a topic like that comes up to just like have a real quick talk about it?
Yeah, this should be saved for the Saturday night show.
I'm not on the Saturday night show. Tuesday's my night.
Well, get the fuck off this one and go on that one.
Well, there you go. That's the solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's the male Charlie's Angels coming out. It's all like Fat House Husbands. It's when the Angels are out. It's their fat husbands and just three big fat guys.
Hey, I'm guessing that Omega 5150 just joined us because he said talk about the new EVH guitars.
Yeah,
Are there more than new guitars out?
Go back about 20 minutes.
Go back about 45 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Also, type exclamation point EVH and a video pop up that I did this morning.
Video pop-up.
Talking about them.
Video.
There you go. Thank you, Jay.
I got you.
Okay, JR says, I'm with Johnny. They need to freshen up the brand, but the last two were not so good. But, you know, there's a difference between getting a new James Bond as the character and totally changing the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this woman's not even going to be like, you know, they were asking, okay, so they're going to be like male Bond guys now? Or...
Can James be a woman's name? James?
No.
Yeah.
No. Jane Bond.
So how's that going to work?
Jamie Bond.
Steve Anderson.
Even Howie is pissed off. Look at him. He chewed all the strings off your black guitar.
In the bridge. The pickups.
I thought it was the Army drab one back there, Johnny.
Yeah, they're calling her bail bond.
Oh my
All right, so
God.
what do you got back there?
I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, even though Daniel Craig was, so hot and everything, I'm excited for the new whatever it is.
Well, I'll tell you this, John.
Whatever we're talking about.
If you plan on seeing it in the theater, you better go quick because it's only going to be in the theater for a few days. Guaranteed.
It's showing in like 2 theaters.
Men in Black, I think, lasted like a week. The new Men in Black movie.
Yeah, but it's none of the original characters. That's no good.
No.
I mean, I really liked, Will Smith, and I thought he was great.
Yep.
It's like when they introduced new generations of characters, the sons and daughters of. So it's like, remember American Pie? How fun that franchise was. And so it's like, there's a new Stifler?
Phil, I did
Stifler's
that.
younger brother? Because the guy who
I
played
did!
Stifler
Exclamation
said,
point,
"I am
Howie.
not going in a fucking
Try it on the other
this
channel.
garbage."
I think it works on the other channel.
The script's so good. No one original showing up.
Yep.
I know I did it
I
though.
think it's easy. I mean, you know this, in Hollywood, if you play a certain character enough, you almost get typecast to play that one type of character. And it's hard for anybody, even as a movie fan, to look at that person and think, oh, that's not so-and-so.
I tell you what, though, Stifler from those American Pie movies, being Martin Riggs on Lethal Weapon, good choice. He played a great Martin Riggs.
I didn't see that, but I heard it was good.
It's a
Let me
TV
see.
show. It was a TV series.
Oh,
And
I know I made the
it's
command.
great. Yeah,
Let me see.
really good choice. He plays a good Martin
Second,
Riggs. Well, actually,
no,
his name is Martin
not
Riggs, but he
first.
plays that character.
Jim Nicholas says it's like when Cousin Oliver came onto the Brady Bunch. Let me tell you something, by the way, about Cousin Oliver.
It should work.
He's a
I did it!
guitarist. Did you guys
Exclamation
know
point,
Yeah.
Howie.
Yeah.
It's funny because I didn't realize he was a guitarist until my now ex-girlfriend had an employee, and she comes in and says, "Hey, this is my boyfriend." And I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, "Oh, what does he do?" "Oh, he's in a band. He's a guitarist." And I'm like, "This guy looks familiar. Where do I know this cat from?" And then it hit me. I'm like, "This is the dude that played Cousin Oliver on the Brady Bunch." It's like Cousin Oliver just walked into the house.
Because he still has that bowl haircut with those glasses.
No, he's got thinning hair and the glasses, and he's got like more of a beard going on. I mean, he's a cool dude. But
Let me
it's
check.
like,
I know that I did it.
it was just kind of like jarring. I was like, wait a minute, you're a guitarist? You're in a band? You're Cousin Oliver. Does that mean like the band like ran out of members and like asked you to join because like, hey, Cousin Oliver, right? Tony Neville says I could play Stifler in the next one. Thank you, Tony. Your mouth to the casting director's ears. Johnny looks so intense. Are you hacking into a bank? Look at you.
I'm you guys can see me. I'm making another command. Phil
Commands.
Phil Mosley wants a command for Howie's Instagram.
Holy shit. All these commands. It's like you're creating artificial intelligence for Skynet or something.
I should be the next James Bond.
Howie-shaped Terminators.
Now, John, you said your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Your ex-girlfriend / future girlfriend?
Everyone thinks we're going to get back together. I do not.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Everyone,
you gotta wait till
everyone
next
says
time.
that. Everyone says that. Everyone says that. But yeah. We broke it up and gotten together quite a lot. But yeah.
Okay, Phil, it's there. You can try it.
The Howie Nader. Dun-dun. Your dog's just gonna come over and Johnny Beane.
Get to the chopper.
He's gonna be half robot in a little diaper.
There it is. Everybody, follow Howie on Instagram.
All right.
Nice night for a walk.
Howie.
You're close. Give them to me.
Your leash, give it to me.
Would you like a biscuit? The Uzi 9mm with the laser sighting.
Remember when I told you I was going to kill you last? I lied.
I've never seen these movies.
Oh my God.
Johnny, what do you do with your life? You've never seen The Terminator. You've never been to a strip club. I just want one weekend with you just to like take you on a tour of life.
Maybe he'll lose his virginity.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Johnny, I want someone to pluck your delicate flower.
Oh my God.
Dude, you got to see Terminator and Terminator 2, man. They're like.
Mm-hmm. What about the third one?
You
No.
could skip that. You could just stop at Terminator 2.
Yeah, T2. That's it. Johnny, I want to take you to like Tijuana for a weekend, and they'll find you Monday morning in a sweatbox with a donkey.
Don Quixote?
Oh wow.
Wash day tomorrow. Nothing clean. That's right.
Yes, Cousin Oliver is a struggling guitarist. Isn't that wild? And he's doing better than all of us. Go figure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw something on him years and years ago where he was a musician.
Yeah, he does voiceovers too. He did one of the Turtles, I think something for Disney. He did a couple of things. You know, a lot of the TV guys have like made that transition into guitarists. Bill Mummy from Lost in Space, he's got a band. And then you have what is it?
Oh my God.
Dave, you okay? Did Dave just drop dead?
Because somebody has a band?
Rating, I'm actually okay with this, but if it makes ratings, I'm good to lose a friend for good ratings.
Hey, Nerd Helen, yeah. Nerd Helen.
And for some reason, he liked my shirt. I don't know why. Can't imagine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you see his posts?
Yes.
He's got. How many more Foo Fighters do you need to have your guitar picks?
Jim Nicholas points out, yeah, Johnny Depp with Joe Perry and Alice Cooper. Who'd have thunk that?
Yeah.
We actually had a music question in here
Really?
about Van Halen. So Angelo Rachetti says, so do any of you think Van Halen will eventually get back together, all original 4 members?
No.
Yes.
No.
Not
It
gonna happen.
would have happened this summer.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Not
I'm just
gonna
saying.
happen.
When Van Halen is ready to go out,
Not gonna
it
happen.
will happen.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, if they announce something, it'll be announced like out of the blue, out of nowhere.
Mhm. Yep.
And there'll be a tour. There'll be. I mean, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but when they do things, nobody knows. Then all of a sudden, it's everywhere.
But they'll be like 90, right? By the time they all like get their shit together.
Well, supposedly the rumor was somebody had some kind of illness or whatever the case may be. And if you kind of put the pieces together, what Michael Anthony said, that yes, he was approached by Van Halen's management. Irving Azoff, that's how you say his name?
Azoff.
Azoff, Irving Azoff. I apologize. And he had said, a couple weeks ago that they would be in rehearsal for their tour coming up. But whatever happened. And I think if what was supposed to happen this summer is going to be rescheduled, I honestly think it'll happen.
Didn't Dave just have like a show talking about like how they're at each other's throats?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said on a podcast that they've never gotten along. And I think most of us kind of, knew that. I'm sure they had their great moments, but he basically saying, yeah, we never really got along, but at the same time, it kind of is a part of the greatness of Van Halen.
That they fight.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I did see that Joe Rogan interview, and I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was amazing.
Was that Joe Rogan or was that Dave on his own show?
No, it was the Joe Rogan interview.
Well, the Rogan one was what, like 2 months ago, maybe by now?
Yeah, it was 3 hours. 3 hours long.
3 hours long.
I thought on Dave's own podcast.
He had one with Mark Maron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that the one that
that's the one that
going crazy over?
the one that just happened, and everybody's saying it was amazing. I got to hear that.
Hey, is it on YouTube?
It's his podcast. Van Halen News Desk should have a link to that.
Jim Nicholas brings up George Lynch and Don Dokken. Yeah, I can tell you from knowing Lynch, they absolutely hated each other.
And they still do.
Yeah, oh, they absolutely still do. But for, this massive payday for 6 shows in Japan, they put aside the differences. And he said, I barely made it through the week without clocking the guy.
Mm-hmm.
They hate each other.
And I think a lot of it, what Dave said about, I guess finding a producer, are you an Eddie Van Halen guy or are you a David Lee Roth guy? Which means, and I think we all know this, when they recorded A Different Kind of Truth, Dave didn't record his vocals with the band.
No.
He went to a different studio with a different producer and did the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could go on about a lot of bands. Just for fun, let's go on about a few of them. Right now, Bang Tango is going to a big deal. Oh, fuck you. Anyone listening to a podcast about 80s metal cares, Dave.
Leave a thumbs up if you've never heard of Bang Tango.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I've heard them. I know they are.
I mean, come on, everybody Tango. But here's the thing. The former guitarist, Mark Knight, who wrote most of Bang Tango's songs for their first few albums, he's out of the band now, and they got this new bass player that keeps ragging on him publicly. He puts out these tweets, Mark Knight who, and Mark Knight's like, Mark Knight, the guy who wrote all the songs you play every night, asshole. So they have this civil war going on.
A Twitter feud?
Yeah. Wasn't he the Knight Rider?
Michael Knight.
But I think that, I speak for most of us that have been in a band, and not just a band. I'm talking about a band for an extended period of time. And especially when things get a little serious, because, most of us start playing music for the fun of it. And then once it turns into trying to make it a career, things get serious. That's when, most of the problems start. And then when there gets money and then the egos, and it's very hard to keep, 4 or 5 people that are creative, that have egos. And I don't care what anybody says. If you're in a band and you make music and all that stuff, there is some kind of ego there, even if it's
you have to have an ego to get on stage in front of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless you're a drummer or bass player, then you just need a job.
Yeah, you're right. Because my drummer has 0 ego. He was the type of guy he was the most talented in the band. People would go up to him after a show and be like, dude, talking about his drum. He's like, that doesn't do anything for me. And I'm like, shit, somebody comes up talking to me about how great that solo was. I'm like, hell yeah, really? Awesome.
I can't even notice if there's a drummer behind you. It's like, yes, Tony Neville. I love Red Dragon Cartel. Jakey Lee is an incredible guitarist. And again, here's another example. Ozzy screwing over Jakey Lee. And I mean
not Ozzy.
Screwing over
Ozzy. Sharon screwing over Jakey Lee.
Okay, well, true. Ozzy's sitting there doing Blow. And everyone today. And Sharon's like, no, Ozzy, we didn't pay anyone today. I made sure of it to screw everyone. And that's the fact. I mean, Jake wrote Bark at the Moon and, all these great songs for Ozzy, performing on Ultimate Sin. I mean, just incredible stuff. And Ozzy basically said right to him, look, Jake, I hate to say this, but it's happened to all of us. All of us have gotten screwed out of contract. You should have seen me with Sabbath. Boy, did I get screwed. It's just your turn now. And he literally like said to him, like, wait, you're fucking me? Like you're telling me you're fucking me? And yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Because Jake kept asking, where are my contracts? And Sharon kept saying, oh, they're being written up. Our lawyer had to modify stuff and just keep writing, just keep writing. At the end of the day, she said, here's your contracts. He says, well, wait, I'm getting a fraction of what I was promised and no song residuals. Well, right, but you know what? We have all the masters already. If you don't like it, we'll just find some else to record those and you can move on. And that's literally what he said, or Sharon said.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And Jim Nicholas says, how come Neil Peart, however you say his name, never met with fans? If you watch, there's a documentary, it might be the Classic Albums one or a different one. He actually talks about it. And he's like, I find it kind of strange when a complete stranger comes up to me and is talking to me like somebody that's known me for 20, 30 years. And he goes, I don't know how to, almost like he doesn't get that connection. And the bass player from Rage Against the Machine actually is on there, you know, obviously not with Neil, but he said, yeah, I remember I went backstage at a Rush concert or something, and I went up to Neil Peart and was like talking about, oh my God, you're my favorite drummer. And he just said Neil looked over at somebody and they got me right out of the room. He didn't want to hear any of it.
Well, because realistically, other than Tommy Lee, nobody is anyone's favorite drummer. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of rock bands that, I mean, not a lot, but, you know, like Rush. I mean, a lot of musicians. I mean, I've been to countless Rush concerts. And when you look down at the crowd on the floor, I mean, it's just 1,000 people air drumming.
You mean guys?
It's 1,000 guys air drumming.
Yeah, there's no chicks there for the drummer. We got
they're all bands, man, where the drummer is, you know.
No, look, there are a couple. I mean, I'm joking, but there are a couple of bands. You know, I can't think of any. No,
by the way, no one.
Stuart Copeland
getting laid.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe Alex back in the day. You know, he had the hairdo and the earring going. Didn't he have the earring going for a while?
Yeah, but then he opens his mouth and he's not getting laid.
July 16.
A modern day warrior, penis size.
I watched a live video. I'm trying to think what year it was from. Maybe 84. And they played Subdivisions. It was probably on the Signals tour. And man, I got goosebumps like a son of a gun. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, speaking of favorite drummers, my favorite drummer's birthday is today.
Who's?
Stuart Copeland.
Ooh.
Oh. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Stuart.
Contributions.
Stuart.
And if you guys ever saw some of those police photos from way back in the day, there's actually a photo from like 82 of a girl holding up a huge like sheet banner, and it says F, it's the real word F me Stuart on it. So
wow.
So
and she's still waiting, right? So Stuart's like, remember that concert back years ago where that woman held up that banner? Shit, I should have taken advantage of that. I wonder if she's still around. Does anyone have that number? Jeez. No, look, there are a couple of drummers that people like. You know, Ricky Rocket and Tommy Lee.
That's it.
Animal.
Tessie Switch.
Tessie Switch.
Hey, Tessie Switch. Hey, man.
What's up, Rob?
The drummer from Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, that raccoon.
The one from Showbiz Pizza Place. Yeah, do that again.
Hello, raccoon in the Chuck E. Cheese band. And most drummers are like, man, I really wish I had that gig. Steady. Okay, you know, Brett McCord brought up Rick Allen of Def Leppard. I'll give you that. I really do. because I'll give you that because he really is like the heart and soul of that band. I like Rick Allen. So I'll give you that one. I mentioned Ricky Rocket, Howface, Ringo Starr. Come on. Ringo Starr. Jesus.
Can we go back to Rick Allen for a second?
Did you see though? Did you see the other day?
Speedo.
Speedo. Did you see
Speedo?
Paul McCartney? Did you see Ringo got up on stage and they played together?
And Paul didn't even notice him.
He's like, who's this terrible drummer behind me? Oh,
it's all over my Facebook feed.
I knew that sounded familiar.
Wow, that's like sacrilege, Jay.
I know. It's a very unpopular opinion, but Rick Allen. I watched an interview with him, and he was talking about like before he lost his arm. He did not like it's a good thing, but he said when he lost his arm, it almost like I'm trying to think how to word this without ruining it, but too late. Basically, like before that happened, you know, he got all caught up with like the rock star thing and almost like that
Took it for granted.
That hunger to like want to play drums. You know, it was like started to go away. Like the fire had started to go away as far as like wanting to play drums and all that stuff. But after he calls it, after my accident and stuff, like it just came back and he's like, I want to play drums. And he said he just worked his butt off. And when the whole like electronic drum kit stuff and that just made it like, wait, I can do kick and snare with my feet or kick and hi-hat with my feet and snare drum with my hand and just working all this stuff out. He said it was so cool.
Mad Dog's upset because he went to a Def Leppard concert and he tried to get Rick Allen to wave at him and he wouldn't do it.
Oh.
Yeah. He was busy, man.
Where is it? Where is it?
You know, I have to say, though, the thing about Rick Allen, I have to agree. He is actually a better drummer with the one arm. As crazy as that sounds. You know?
Well, the cool thing is he was saying how when he started to play again, he said all these things that he wasn't able to do with his. Did he lose his left hand or left arm or right? I think his left arm.
Left.
And he said his right arm, he was able to like play stuff that he, you know, obviously because go over and you kind of get more ability with your other limb. And he was like, it was crazy. All of a sudden you're like able to do all this stuff and you're like, I couldn't do this before.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't he use his penis to hit the snare?
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness.
That's why he wore really short shorts.
Yeah.
No, the kick drum. Kick drum.
No, that's what Tommy Lee does.
So did his style, I mean, obviously his style probably changed somewhat, but anybody who's a huge Def Leppard fan, did you notice how his style, changed?
Drastically.
Over those two records.
What's better? I mean, he's a great, great drummer.
Well, I mean, first we all know that he didn't play drums on Hysteria. Like, you know, those were all programmed, and I think the songs were actually being rearranged throughout the whole recording process.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not on that?
He doesn't play. No, those are all electronic drums on that. And with real cymbals, Mutt Lange actually plays the cymbals. And I think, Pyromania, I don't think was real drums either, man.
Now, why would Pyromania not be real drums?
Read the interview with the engineer, who I think passed away. But there's interviews online of him talking about the whole recording process.
So wait, the guy's never played drums on any of these fucking albums? Before, what's the album before Pyromania?
High and Dry.
High and Dry?
Dry. I think he plays drums on that.
AI Gaming says the drum sound after Pyromania was horrible. You didn't like the Hysteria drum sound?
I think it's great. I think all that stuff.
Terrific.
Not only was it great, it was groundbreaking.
It fits the music. Like I
right.
love real drums, like especially nowadays in music. I don't like when bands don't use real drums. But man, for that album, it fits the music perfectly. I wouldn't change a damn thing about it. I'll be right back. I'll go see the space station.
All right. No, Hysteria is a fucking terrific, terrific album.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have Pyromania, then Hysteria, then what was the one after that?
Adrenalize.
Adrenalize. Also a great album, but that one didn't have Steve Clark in it.
No.
That was Vivian Campbell part of the band at that point?
Yes.
Because that was a great album.
Vivian Campbell has now been in the band longer than Steve Clark.
He wasn't on that record though, was he?
I think he was.
Did Phil Cullen play all the guitars on that record?
I thought.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right.
Ask the chat.
Maybe you're right.
I thought you might be right, Johnny, on Adrenalize. I think he joined for touring, right?
I think so, yeah. That's the one that had that crazy music video. Let's Get Rocked. It was like
I love that with the kid on the skateboard.
Computer generated.
No, that was Women I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, Brett McCord said Phil Collins played Steve's parts initially. Yeah. And look, Vivian Campbell's fucking amazing. But yeah, Phil Collins just stepped right in because Steve Clark was a monster player.
Mm-hmm. You know what I saw?
My penis?
No, not yet.
That's very hard to see.
It's still time. I know you saw my ass. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
The Johnny Beane birthday show.
Oh man, I'm scared. I'm looking forward to Christmas.
Hold on, I'm gonna stuff your stockings. Chimney.
But no, I didn't save the picture. But you know, on Facebook, we're all part of different groups, different guitars and this and that. There was a Hamer guitar group on Facebook where somebody posted a picture of Steve Clark playing a double neck Hamer Phantom. Wow. You know the guitar that I have, the well, I guess I could get it, but it's a double neck, which I'd never seen. Never seen one of those.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have not seen that either. Steve Clark played a lot of Les Pauls.
Mm-hmm. Well, he just played a lot of Gibsons. He played Firebirds too.
Did he play an Explorer too, if I remember?
No.
No,
he played a Firebird. He played Les Pauls. He played a double neck SG, which is actually called a 1275 EDS 1275.
Okay, I thought I remember him with an Explorer at one point.
Nope.
Maybe I'm thinking of Phil with the Destroyer.
Yes, correct.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
There's a recent picture of Phil Collins playing an Ibanez Destroyer with a Floyd on it.
There's a photo of Phil Collins bowling Johnny Beane down at NAMM.
There probably is. There probably is.
I wish I would have taken that photo. That was hilarious.
It was this arm. Man, that dude's tough, man.
He's a rock. He's all jacked up.
Yeah. Okay, so this is not the photo that I saw, but I just did a quick Google. And look at this. Double neck Hamer Phantom. Right there.
Oh, how cool is that?
Look at that. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Wow.
Yes. Very cool.
Yeah. Look how young he is. That song White Lightning on Adrenalize was a tribute to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you remember that song?
I don't.
Oh, here's
another one.
Here's another one. Oh, here's a 12-string and 6-string. Right there. That's cool.
Just can't play double necks.
Mm-hmm.
Is it show and tell time?
Oh.
Silvio Goiti, how do you pronounce that? Am I doing that right? Silvio Goiti says, where's Steve's guitars? His girlfriend in Florida was selling them after he passed away. I guess they got scattered to the wind. I mean, I'm sure the Hard Rock has some, but I mean,
here's a picture
thing that I've seen like in collections lately.
Here's a picture of Phil Collins with this is recent with his Phil Collins with his Ibanez Destroyer, but it has a Floyd on it. It's a newer one. It's I guess a custom shop one, recent.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at all those other pictures Dave has.
What about Jackson?
Yeah, I got a lot of pictures.
How do you think Jackson feels about that?
Soda says Lars may be a dick, but he's a good drummer. I don't know about that. I mean, I know he's a dick. I don't know. Do you think Lars is a good drummer in Metallica?
I'm not opening my mouth.
I think Lars is greatest contribution and the soul. He's basically, has a lot to do with structuring the songs. And I mean, you could say what you want about Lars as a technical player. Man, when you listen to the Black Album, I mean, those fills are simple, but I'm telling you, they are fun to play drums to. Like Metallica stuff is really fun to play drums to, as a non-drummer. And ask any metal drummer, like, dude, they'll tell you, dude, Metallica stuff is fun to play on drums. It's basic, it's easy, except for the double bass stuff. But he has a lot to do with how those songs, the classic songs, turned out. So we got to give him credit for that.
Everything Black Album and before, the good stuff.
Oh yeah, the great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. After that.
Yeah, and I also think he was a big reason. Yeah, he's a big reason why they stopped being the Metallica of old. Like, I think the Load era Metallica was kind of like his brainchild.
I think it was well named because it was a load.
Yeah.
Worked off on that disc more times than I could count.
All right, let's
My
is it show and tell time?
I think it's show and tell time. Who's got stuff today? For those of you in the podcast, every week we do a show and tell guitar on Tuesday. So please tune into the video rerun on YouTube if you're not watching us live. And today's guitar that I brought, am I the only one that brought a guitar today, or?
Mine's half missing.
All right, so when Johnny's is complete, he'll show it. My guitar today, this is one I've actually been chasing for a couple of months. I saw a photo of it, a blurry photo of it. Someone posted online and said, my friend has one of these. And insert joke here. and he said he's thinking of selling it. And then he just kind of disappeared. But I saved this guy's Facebook name, and I kind of contacted him and said, hey, can you get in touch with that guy? Yeah, he's out of state, but I see him in a couple of months. Okay, just let me get a shot at that guitar if you see him and he wants to sell it. So flash forward a couple of months later, I'm on him. I'm like, hey, don't forget me with that guitar. Don't forget me. Long story short, he finally brings it to LA for me. I bring it to my luthier. He sets it up, switches out a couple of parts for period correct parts because he had wrong knobs and wrong little pieces of the bridge were off. Puts it all back together, polishes it up, and I love old BC Riches. And one of the original BC Rich models was the Seagull, which was a strap body that kind of had a little point that poked you in the middle. So, when you played it sitting down. So they changed it into the Seagull 2, which was a little smoother. And it finally evolved into what became the BC Rich Eagle, which is kind of a PRS, kind of Strat answer to the Les Paul. So this is basically BC Rich's version of a Les Paul in their eyes. If you like that kind of feel, and this was, again, made by hand carved by little Mexican luthiers, stuffed into a back room with crude handmade steel knives, not professional tools, not on lathes or anything else like that. There's no jigs. These guys were just sitting there whittling wood. They took some of the best mahogany. They took some of the best figured maple, some of the best koa, and they hand carved these things. And this thing right here is a really great example of back in the day when wood was plentiful, real good rosewood, real good quilted maple, not maple tops like you're seeing today, but solid wings of maple this thick throughout the whole guitar. So, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, this week's guitar is the 1983 BC Rich Eagle in quilted trans blue maple. Look at the quilt on that thing. Nice. Look at that. That quilt is through the whole body. You see that? That's not a top. The whole back. Look at that thing. This is when guitars were like men, rugged and made of real quilted maple. Through the whole thing. See,
That is weird.
Hand carved, trans blue, Bill Lawrence double cream pickups, fan-fucking-tastic sound. If you've never played old Bill Lawrence pickups, I highly recommend them. They're great, a little harder to find in cream for the vintage ones. Kaler Quad Bridge, really at the time, like a real piece of technology. Just a thick, heavy, solid piece of toned brass.
That's straight go.
This BC Rich Electronics. You got your Veritone. You got your boosters, phase, coil splitters, 2 volumes. It's like looking at a tidal wave, right? Look at the wood on that thing.
Very cool.
Like morning wood.
Against the mattress. Wow, man.
That's awesome, man.
If you can get a little better on the, yeah, there you go. Look how deep the quilting on that maple is.
So how heavy would you say that thing is?
Probably, I'm going to estimate about maybe 10 pounds, something like that. Really, really solid. Very, very nice tone. Classic BC Rich headstock. Rosewood before it was banned. There you go.
So, pardon me if I sound like a complete noob right now, but as far as the Bill Lawrence pickups, because I know Dimebag Darrell, he used Bill Lawrence pickups, and then he got the Dimebucker, I think, after.
Right.
Nuno Betancourt uses a Bill Lawrence pickup. What are there different Bill Lawrence pickups? And if, like, what are the qualities of if they only made 1 or 2? Like, what? So I've never played. I don't think I've played a guitar that had a Bill Lawrence pickup in it.
Oh, you should. They're great distortion, but they're not that muddy. They're similar to if you took like a DiMarzio Super Distortion and took away a little bit of the mud, but left a lot of heavy, thick distortion there.
Mm-hmm.
That's as close as I could probably describe it.
Ew.
Dave, you want to add anything to the Bill Lawrence pickup thing?
I don't know much about them.
Okay.
He's about
Sorry.
to puke.
Because I don't think. What did I hear about him a couple years ago? Maybe I was watching.
That they're awesome.
I was watching a video about him, and didn't they go out of business, but somebody still makes the pickups or something. I forget what it is.
There's some convoluted story, and Tessie Switch is starting to talk about it in the chat. Basically, the company now is not what was started by Bill Lawrence in the 70s, and he's right, but I'm not sure the exact details. Was it his daughter or something had something to do with it? I forgot exactly what the deal was. Let's see.
Hey, Teddy, good hang with you today as well. Taylor Petrie, Eddie, the Rasta did not have a Bill Lawrence pickup in it. It had a Schaller blade in it.
You were hanging with Teddy today?
Yeah.
Sounds like a show on its own. Hanging with Teddy.
Was he at your house?
I'm with Teddy.
Mm-hmm. Teddy's been on these shows. When we
Yeah.
first started these, Teddy would join us.
Yeah.
Tennessee Switch says he could come on and explain the story of Bill Lawrence. He got caught in the middle of it many years ago.
Well, I got to go in a minute, so I can't get in the middle of a story because I'm too interested in it right now.
I am curious, though. Tessie, call in.
No, he's gonna want to come on the show, and unfortunately, I can't stay long either.
Well, he better wipe it up.
So are there different Bill Lawrence pickups then?
There has to be.
Yeah, I'm sure there
There's
are
not
different
just
ones.
one.
Yeah, I mean, every time you hear somebody, oh, there's a Bill Lawrence in it. There's a Bill Lawrence in it. I never hear like, oh, there's a Bill Lawrence, blah 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 in it. You know.
I forget the models. I think the bridge is called the BL500, and I forgot about what the neck is because I just don't play neck pickups.
What?
I barely ever play neck pickups.
Bill Lawrence pickups.
I'm a person who loves one humbucker guitars. I mean, think about it. BC Rich gunslingers and whatever. You know, it's very rare unless I have a Les Paul and I want like a fat sound.
Bill Lawrence humbuckers.
It's like I really don't use that.
All you got to do is open your mouth.
Okay, your
There you go.
Here's what I found.
I want a fat sound, fat like James Cock, big, fat, and greasy.
I'm trying to ask Siri to look at Bill Lawrence pickups.
At least my belly.
It keeps saying Bill Lawrence hamburgers.
Ooh.
Hot dog!
So Nuno has a 500 XL. Is that correct, Soda? And Xavier Foreign says Nuno Betancourt is my favorite guitarist. Dude, he's one of the best guitarists on the planet. I mean, he's in the same category, in my opinion, as far as a complete player like Eddie Van Halen is. Not only is his lead playing out of this world, his rhythm playing is just, and that's very rare.
Who are we talking about? Nuno?
Nuno, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's great. Thrash Metal says John plays a neck pickup as much as Dave plays Metallica.
Okay, and yeah, it looks like there's really only one Bill Lawrence model pickup as far as humbuckers.
Are you talking current? What is it? The XL 500?
The L500 XL.
Yeah, okay.
That would be the Nuno pickup.
I'm surprised that Nuno doesn't have his own. Most of these guys like, yeah, I love this pickup, but I want my own model of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Nuno version of it or something. But
Nuno deserves it. I mean, he's a major player.
Yep. Maybe he doesn't give a shit. He's like, dude, I don't care. I love this pickup. I don't care what the hell it is.
114 people watching, 66 thumbs up.
What about in the chat?
10 people don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
That's the Kiesel.
That's the staff at Kiesel Guitars.
Oh god.
Can we everybody go on the Johnny Beane show tonight and give him a thumbs down?
Yeah. Hashtag Kiesel Raid.
Can we just for my old BC Rich right now get a bunch of thumbs up going? Just because I brought on a vintage BC Rich. Can we do that? I would love to see some thumbs up. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, we just need 30. That's all we need.
That's it.
We
have 114 in the chat, not counting thousands of viewers, but in the chat, you have the power. Please leave us a couple of thumbs up. We'd appreciate it.
Yes. There we go. It's jumping. It's jumping.
It's jumping. This joint is jumping.
Jumping while you like me do Kegel exercises, Or they Kegel.
I thought it was Kegel.
So did I.
I thought it was Kiesel. Anything with clenching vaginas, I thought was Kiesel.
Anybody want to buy a Kegel guitar? It comes in dog boner pink.
Dog boner pink. Yes, sir.
So it looks like Lawrence, they do make different pickups, but as far as their humbuckers, they all have that same look.
Yeah, I mean, it's the classic Bill Lawrence 500 look. I have them in a couple of other old BC Riches. I mean, they could be ordered at the time as an option. They're terrific. They just cost a little more.
They make single coils too.
They have the 190 pickup. Teddy says the 190 pickup, or is it an L90 or an I90?
Teddy was he at your house or were you at his house?
Yeah, no, he came over here. We went to my buddy Jack's house for.
Or did you meet in the park?
Oh wait, he came.
Can you let me
after
finish?
Jack?
Shut up, both of you. He came over here, picked me up. We went to my buddy Jack's house from Rock and Roll Amps, where he fixed Teddy's concert amp, and then came back here and we played some guitars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did he play your Steinberger?
He put his hands on it just before he left.
He's talking about the Steinberger.
It's like,
no. I call it my Steinberger.
He grabbed it and was hoping you weren't looking, and he was gonna.
Well, that's why Dave has the bolt.
That's right.
That's
Black Steinberger.
He locks people in the house when they look at the guitars.
Did he come in taint and honey and give you a stick of record?
He put his hands on my Black Steinberger.
Big Black Steinberg.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
Thank you, Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs.
TWF7847 says, thank you for introducing me to XYZ, the band. Fan-fucking-tastic 80s band, XYZ.
PDQ.
Really, really great. You are very welcome, dude. I highly recommend XYZ.
What about Blue Murder?
Nah, I just had a fucking seizure.
What about Blue Murder?
Fucking hell, yeah.
Dude,
Anything John Sykes does.
I know. I had never heard of that band before. And I was looking up like Bob Rock produced records. I don't know why the hell I was doing it, but you know.
Drunken Stupid.
Yeah, because all of his records for the most part sound awesome. And that was like one of the top ranked or top rated out of like his top 10 or something. And I put it on, I'm like, holy crap, this is phenomenal. And that's when I found out it was Sykes, and I was like, Jesus, this is good.
Does John Sykes make any bad music? I mean, like anything.
I don't know.
I mean, let's see, White Snake, Thin Lizzy, Blue Murder, his solo stuff. I mean, he's fucking tremendous.
Mm-hmm. He could be watching this because I noticed he followed me on Facebook a while back.
John Sykes?
John
Yeah,
Sykes,
me too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, John, if you're a friend of the show, please chime in because, man, we love your work.
And we'd love to have you on the show.
We would absolutely love to have you on the show.
I'd love to hear how it is to do a record with Bob Rock. Because if anybody's watched the year and a half in the life of Metallica, the first video, that's a 2-part thing, you know. The first half is them recording the Black Album. And in my opinion, he just absolutely crushed it. I mean, telling the band, that's not good enough. Do it again, you know. And really pulling out and pushing the band to like do things that they wouldn't normally have done. And
they hated him for it.
Oh yeah. Yep. But they realized after it was all said and done, like shit, he made us a lot of money and a classic album. He took them from, you know, after Justice, the biggest metal band on the planet, to one of the biggest bands on the planet after that album came out.
Yeah, and Justice for All was great, but the Black Album just like really went commercial for that.
Yep. Even my dad likes some of the stuff on the Black Album. That's when you got to question your musical choices. When your father goes, hey, I like that. I kind of like that. I'm like, listen to this.
Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget my son. You include every word. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah. My dad listens to jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
I like jazz.
Actually, you know what's really funny? My dad brings home Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and he's like playing it through the house, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, these guys are new. I'm like, no, Dad, they're sabotage. Mm-hmm. They're sabotage. You know.
Alan Ford asks, do you think Eddie is watching this? Yeah, he's one of the guys that give us the thumbs down.
Yeah. Eddie Van Halen does watch the show sometimes.
Oh, I thought you meant Eddie Furlong. Sorry.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Furlong?
Eddie Furlong, is he going to be at Comic-Con?
Summerland?
Eddie
Who in the
Furlong.
chat, by the
Oh, I was
way-
thinking of Eddie Munster.
Who in the chat, by the way, is going to Comic-Con? Will I see any of our chat audience at Comic-Con? I'm just curious. Because I want to be able to disguise myself so, you know, you all don't mob me and beat the shit out of me for ruining the show. You motherfucker, Johnny Beane used to be so good. You fucked us.
Brett McCord said, like Mutt Lange pushing Def Leppard, do it again, pushing them to do their best. Well, the one difference I will say between Bob Rock doing Metallica and Mutt Lange doing any band is that Mutt Lange, he has the final say over any decision that goes on with making the record. If the whole band doesn't like a certain melody or chorus, but Mutt does, guess what? It's going to be Mutt's way. Whereas Bob Rock, when he did Metallica, he said, I realized I wasn't going to get anywhere with like arrangements and certain things as far as the music. That was James Alar's. But, you know, he worked on other things as far as making them perform and getting the best out of them. But that's why I love the whole thing about, you know, record producers and engineering in general. It's all interesting stuff, man.
The real difference between Bob Rock working with Metallica and Mutt Lange working with Def Leppard is that Mutt actually had a good band to work with.
Oh,
I think
Why is he
both
laughing?
producers got more out of the bands than they. How do I explain this? You know, some people can really pull something out of you that you don't know you had, and I think Mutt Lange did that with Joe Elliott. And also, Mutt Lange's voice is all over those records, man. You can hear, and I never knew it until
It would do something like that.
Yep.
she was a bitch.
Oh my God! So I guess the story is he cheated on her with a friend, like a couple they were friends with, his wife, and then they got married, and then Shania married the husband of the wife that Mutt cheated on her with.
Oh, so they just swapped.
They swapped. Yeah, they swapped.
Oh, so it was
That's
like
not
a
cheating.
cheating party.
That's not cheating. That's just called, swap.com.
That's swapping.
Is that the website, Dave? I don't know. I've never been on that.
Swap.com. .com.
JohnnyBeanSwap.com. All of
All right,
our
well, hey.
audience that wants to have a wife swap.
I got a split, but John, show that guitar one more time, please, so I can get a huge.
Wing,
Hold
dong,
on.
dong, wing, dang, dong, dong, wong, dong, ding,
Here we
dong, dong.
go. 83 BC Rich Eagle Trans Blue Quilted Maple with Bill Lawrence pickups. Big boner, baby. That's true quilted maple goodness.
I got a rock.
I want to rock.
Rock out.
I want to rock. Rock out with your cock out and jam out with your clam out.
Oh, gross.
What? You didn't complain when it was cock. How come when it's something else you're like, gross? Oh wait, I gotta play. I'm straight.
Wow.
All right.
Oh my
Everybody
gosh.
have a great night. I got to split.
Okay.
I will talk to everybody later.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
You guys have a good night.
Good night, Jay.
Bye. Bye.
And then they're with Ray. So JR asks, Mancuda, where do you usually call home base in San Diego? Particular booth you hang out? I do work for Mondo, so usually you'll find me hanging around there. I used to hang out at Wired Cafe, which is like kind of like an entertainment industry lounge at one of the hotels. Basically, like if you're in the entertainment business, they kind of let you in and give you free food and booze and whatever. But for some reason, they're not having it this year. So I'll probably do a lot of walking around the con. I'll be at the Entertainment Weekly party. I'll be at the Random party, the Amazon party. Just look for me around the con. I mean, I'm floating around. I stop at all the comic art booths.
Mm-hmm. And you're dressed as yourself?
Yeah. I don't do cosplay. I'm usually surrounded by people handing me subpoenas. No.
We need 18 more thumbs up, please. 18.
We would appreciate that if you're
17.
enjoying the show.
17.
And thank you, by the way, if you're watching it on the podcast, if you're listening to it on the podcast, or if you're listening to it in the YouTube rerun, we really appreciate you as viewers. So thank you for your support. Hope you're having fun.
Mm-hmm. And you can keep leaving those thumbs ups on the replays.
Yes.
I think last Tuesday we got up to like 118 or something.
Something like that.
Thumbs ups.
Which is cool. We appreciate that. Because even though we get paid millions of dollars to put this show on, we still enjoy the kudos.
Yeah.
Most of all, we love our audience. That's the big thing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael?
He says, Johnny Beane, how is your Yamaha amp?
Oh.
I ordered a THR 10X after hearing about it here.
Awesome. It's awesome. Oh, I gotta take Howie out.
Sounds like you were gonna take a So 11 were made. 11 were made. One of each of the ad guitars, and this is the pink bullseye of it. Ironically, I'm actually in a deal with a friend who has another one, another guitar replica of the Charvel that Dave Gilmour wound up with, and I'm getting that one, which I'll bring onto the show at a future date. But this neck feels literally like a San Dimas Charvel made back in '79. And I know because I have a lot of them. And again, you know, hand carved, and you know, it's the Crown Head Tuners little warning label that hey, if you're copying a Fender headstock, you better be Fender. And this was on display at NAMM 2019. And ironically, someone took a photo of me looking at the display wearing this hat. So it became a meme on the internet. There's probably about 40 different variations of me looking at this guitar wearing this hat across the internet with funny little sayings on it. But this thing plays amazing. Again, a handmade Charvel from the custom shop is great, but to have them make it the exact same way they did 40 years ago with all the old tools dusted off, out of storage, old school. You can watch a video on it, actually.
Right.
If you video Charvel Custom Shop 40th anniversary. And they show the processes they did to dig out the old tooling and, you know, show this, you know, this and the other 10 guitars being made. And, you know, as you know, I had to have the pink bullseye.
Hey, Brett.
And that's it. I mean, I had this on the show once before, but I'm happy to have it on again. Plays fucking amazing.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Right next to the cap field, you got the bullseye. There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
Awesome. All right. So, Dave, you're what?
Yes.
Huh?
You want me out? Want me to leave?
Do you want to leave?
Well, it sounds like Desiree's on the phone, so I have a little more time.
There you go.
Hmm.
Mike Keith Papa Blue wants to know, is that Kiesel hot pink? No, that's real hot pink. That's actually hot pink the way hot pink should be.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Neville
That's
says,
pink.
I don't like pink guitars, but I do like that bullseye. Thank you, brother. Yeah, pink guitars is obviously my thing. You know, I have like 20% of my collection is probably pink or pink graphics. So I'm all about it.
Cool stuff.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. What else we got?
Yes.
We're close to 100 thumbs ups. We've 92.
Oh, we're on a thumbs up-a-thon.
I see 93.
Can you guys throw up a couple of thumbs up, please, for me bringing that Charvel out?
Yes.
I'll play something if you get 100 thumbs ups. Soda wants me to play something. If we get 100 thumbs up, I'll play something.
If we get 150 thumbs up, Dave won't play something. So watch that meter fly up.
Johnny will do it himself if that would be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny will fondle my blue balls like Benoit balls if
No.
we hit 200.
Not again.
Everyone gets the corner.
That guitar behind me? That's
Brian Long, which guitar do you think should have a maple neck? The bullseye?
It doesn't?
No, it's rosewood fretboard. Maple neck, rosewood fretboard.
It is a maple neck, but it's got a rosewood board. Again, it was made to look just like the original did back in '79. And I have a photo of the original. Let's see if I could actually.
Photo?
Photo.
Five more, guys. 5 more. 4 more.
I see three more. I see three more.
So this is the original magazine ad back in 1979. You guys see that?
Oh man, that's really cool.
Okay. So right over here, this is the original Pink Bullseye, and this one went to Eddie Ojeda of Twisted Sister.
Does that have a chrome? Does that have a chrome tremolo on it?
No.
It looks chrome from here.
What it is, it's a reflection on the black of the pickup of the X2N. There's a reflection on that, but the pickup, the bridge is black.
Okay.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
this one, if you look close, this one here, this one went to David Gilmour, Pink Floyd, and this guitar just sold for like $60,000 or something ridiculous. But that's the one I'm getting the replica of from the Charvel anniversary. Is this one?
That's cool. That kind of looks like that new 5150 guitar.
Almost. Yeah.
That finish.
Mm-hmm. Tony Neville asks me when my Lynch Tiger stripe is going to be here. I didn't even get the body and neck yet, so I would say probably 2 or 3 weeks.
It's February 31st is the delivery date.
Yeah. 2 more thumbs ups.
Yeah, and November 7th.
1 more.
Showman Blues wants to know why I like Pink so much. A lot of reasons. You know, back in the 80s, CC
Yeah, I know, Sean.
was a very
I keep
big
hearing that.
influence on the guitar.
I'm gonna try to send everybody over here.
Played, so that's part of it. I also like that Pink is the color for breast cancer, which I'm a very big supporter of breast cancer charity. I'm also a supporter of gay rights, which I'm what's considered a gay ally, which means I'm a straight man who supports gay rights. And initially, the color for gay rights was a pink triangle. So back in the 80s, that was like a thing for me too. And I get happy looking at neon pink. It's just a color that speaks to me. To me, that's 80s metal. I mean, that really, really is the color of 80s metal. You don't see people playing pink guitars on stage today. But in the 80s, neon fucking pink was blazing. Your eyes were like, holy shit, look how bright that guitar is. So that's why I like that particular color.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. A lot of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And we have over 100 thumbs ups.
And thank you for that, guys. Thank you. Ed Dana wants to know. And yes, Pooh Ninja is right. Vagina is pink, as are nipples. Some of my other favorite things. But I didn't want to say it, but you're right. So it's like, I like boobs too, John. Me too.
Who doesn't?
And then Ed Dana wants to know, do I sell lots of guitars? Almost never. I basically buy what I want to play. I buy what I'm passionate about. And I don't really, I've parted with a few, but probably in my whole life, maybe I've sold 10 guitars and kept over 300. So to give you an idea.
Mm-hmm. What was that?
I was burping. I was.
What was that?
I was asleep. I was snoring.
Are you sure? Remember, podcast.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was just playing for the people.
Tony Noble wants to know.
Playing for the people.
For the people. Power to the people. Tony Neville wants to know, do I have a Lynch Skulls guitar? Maybe. If I do, I'll bring it on the show later. And, during a future episode, and I'll show that off. I do own a bunch of guitars that George Lynch owns. So let's see. Let's see. Michael B says, I'm pink curious. All my guitars are black. Should I branch out? It depends, man. I mean, pink is like a very 80s in-your-face color, and that's really the biggest thing I like about it. I always think CC DeVille, that kind of flashy, 80s glam. So that's, my thing. Sometimes it's cool in a thrash metal band, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Quickie. We lost 2 thumbs ups.
That's my parents.
Wow.
And let's see.
Why are there 14 of those other ones? And why do I sound like a stormtrooper?
Ed Dana wants to know, do I plan to cash in my guitars someday? I don't. I mean, they're not investments. They're things I enjoy playing. You know, they're what I collect them, I play them, I maintain them, I enjoy them. They're not for investment. You know, I mean, I've spent a ton of money on a lot of them. Some of the real well-known celebrity guitars I have cost a fortune. I didn't buy them for bragging rights. I didn't buy them as an investment. I bought them to play them. Guitars should be enjoyed and played, and, you know, I'm passionate about it. So the dog PA says pink calms inmates in mental institutions. There you go. That's why I like pink so much. I'm calm on the show, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Mike 5150 wants to see my George Lynch guitars. I have brought them on the show for show and tell, and I do bring them on sometimes. I have a lot of celebrity guitars from the 80s, and I do bring them on, you know, every couple of weeks I bring a celebrity guitar on when I can, and some of them have been Lynch. So I've had some of George's guitars on the show, and I'll have others. I will.
Do you have any kamikazes at George's?
Not of George's, but I do have a one-of-a-kind made at the same time as his blue one was made. And there's a whole story behind that I will tell on the show. So,
Pooh Ninja says that stormtroopers smell like pee.
well, yeah, I mean, if you're a stormtrooper, you're probably shitting in that armor, and you can't see. It's probably 1,000,000 miles on the Death Star to the nearest restroom. You know, there's a little tube in the back of a stormtrooper's belt. That's probably a piss reservoir. I mean, that would be my guess.
I thought the front just pops right off.
Getting out of that armor, I mean, for fuck's sake. And then if Lord Vader's got you all lined up in a march, you're like kind of doing a little stormtrooper dance, you know, you probably got to pee, but there's the rebels. There's somewhere. No one pees until you find those rebels. Yes, Lord Vader. Yes, Lord. I mean, you know. Yeah, you don't want to be in the urinal. I hope Lord Vader doesn't find me. You know.
And that's just the smell of Lord Vader in the stall.
Yeah, I find your lack of control of your urine flow disturbing.
It's disturbing my force.
Your bladder control.
I will have to force my poo on you.
Ah, Lord Vader. Who's looking forward to the Star Wars movie?
Yeah, I am. I'm sure there's going to be something like a new trailer or something announced at Comic-Con.
All I want to see is Lando Calrissian, man. That's all I care about right now. Fucking Lando. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
We lost more thumbs ups. Now we only have 98. I guess it's because I didn't play after we got the 100.
Everyone wants Dave to play. Let's see. Ed Dana wants to know, do I want to play on your next record? If it ever happens, I'll let you know. I'm not a great player, man, because I think I told the story. I stopped playing for 20 years. So literally, I'm like not at a level of like Johnny or Jay or Dave because, you know, I missed out stupidly on 20 years of playing.
I thought you weren't going to say Dave.
I said Dave.
Yeah, I thought you weren't going to, though.
Oh, yeah.
For a second.
Dave's a monster player. Don't kid yourself. We have fun, but Dave's a great player. But Ed Dana, in all seriousness, I would love to do some vocals because I have played that game with vocals on people's stuff secretly, and I would love to do some background vocals or write something with you or something. I'd love to do that if you could do a next record. So for absolute real.
Yeah, we should do a song.
Did I tell you guys there's a song written about me? Did I tell you this? There's no, this is no joke. I know.
Was it Carly Simon?
No, there's literally a song written about me by a band called Lencat. and basically they wrote it on. They asked me to write something funny, and I gave them like this idea of this funny little story, and they basically ran with it and wrote a song about it, and it's called Mancuda Man and Gerbil Boy. It's really funny. You could YouTube it. For those of you guys watching the broadcast, YouTube it. The band is Lencat, Lencat, and the song is Mancuda, my last name, Mankuta, Mancuda Man and Gerbil Boy. And it's like Mia's like a sexual superhero. It's pretty funny.
So it's basically your day-to-day. It's the day-to-day you.
It's this weekend.
Yeah, it's my reality. That's what I'm going in Comic-Con as, is Mancuda Man and Gerbil Boy. But seriously, listen to the song on YouTube. It's pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to put that in the Discord.
Yeah. Let's see. Showman Blue. Pink was also big back in the very early 50s as a fashion color, back in 53 with poodle skirts, but I never wore a poodle skirt. Showman Blues, I never wore a poodle skirt either, but I'm very glad that Pink made a resurgence in the 80s because I wasn't alive in the 50s. So, but yeah, the 80s was fucking awesome. Best time ever. Let's see. What else do we got in the chat? Dana says, cool. I say, Dana, cool. Thank you for inviting me on your album. I love guest appearing on shit. I'm like a mini media moron. I'll appear in anything. Cartoons, anime, you name it. I've done it. Let's see. Mad Dog says Mancuda and gerbils. Who knew? Well, the people that hit me with subpoenas around schoolyards, they knew.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Hobo Roadie says, think pink. I do with every time I walk into a strip club.
More like stink pink.
Stinky pink. Stinky pinky.
Oh.
What do you think, man? Are we good?
Yeah.
I think
I'm tired.
I think we've seen this show to death tonight.
Dave's tired. So let's do this. Let's do like a. I've got the other stream going. Over at the what I'm calling it, Johnny Bean Clips. That's what I'm calling it. There we go. That's the link. If you guys want to jump over there, we're going to end this stream.
Yeah, let me play it out.
If you guys want to hear us talk for another 5-10 minutes, jump over.
Remember Ford, who said my nose is big at all? Look at this. I have a beautiful nose. I got a Roman nose, especially for a Jew, man. I got a great nose. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. All right. David Nesdahl.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you, man. I like your shirt.
Come here. Thank you very much.
It's Nike, right?
Purple Nike.
Mm-hmm.
Purple Nurple.
John Mancuda.
Sir?
Awesome.
Everyone in the chat, you rock. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see some of you guys at Comic-Con, I hope.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish I could be there, man. Comic-Con, Summer NAMM. This weekend is happening, you guys.
Summer NAMM, not cool with drink.
Oh, fuck Summer NAMM.
Oh.
I don't know. So, Brett McCord, soda's making fun of my nose. I don't know. It's no secret I have a small wang, but the big nose, I don't have a big nose. I got a beautiful nose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You do.
Lovely nose. Thank you.
Lovely.
That'll be the thumbnail, my nose.
All right. We're out of here. Again, click on that link I'm posting here in the chat. We'll be live over there for another.
Just go there. Jesus.
Click.
Yeah, just go there. We got 13 people over there. Go there. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to that channel as well.
And thank you in the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Rock on.
We just do the link a couple more times.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll do it.
Jump in there. No. That's too close. That's too close.
Everyone plays that riff.
Well, not everybody has a podcast. You can't have that stuff over there. All right. Click that link. There it is. Jump over there. We got 20 people over there. All right. See you guys over there. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
All right. And remember, we're still on, but we're over there now.
Oh boy,
Awesome.
now I can talk about how much my balls itch.
More on Monday. More on Tuesday.
Heck, more on Tuesday.
Something Wednesday.
Wow. We got 26 people over here. People are jumping over.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is the way you do it. You don't send
Yeah.
people somewhere else where they don't appreciate you. You send them over to your other channel. You know?
It's the fun that never ends.
Yeah.
This is the song that never ends.
Lord.
Keep singing that. What is that?
It's just a one my friend. Some people started singing and not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that does it.
You don't remember that Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop? Remember the sock puppet Lamb Chop?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I love that.
Dang.
Oh man. Wow.
Good stuff.
That was crazy, man. What's the damage, man?
475.
Whoa.
Holy hell.
477. Back down to 99 thumbs ups though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the rerun will bring up a lot of thumbs up.
Yeah.
Why are there 17 other ones though, man? That's crazy.
That's pretty nuts. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodnight.
From Kiesel.
Good night from the East Coast.
How many employees are there on Kiesel? Have a good night, Dave.
All right. See you guys soon. Real soon. See you real soon. Bye. Later, John. Later, Johnny.
See ya. Wow. Man. Dude, that was a cool guitar, man. The BC.
Oh, you like that?
I like how it had the quilt on the outsides, and then it looked like a 3-piece, 2-piece.
Yeah, it's 3 pieces. You know, the center is that solid body neck through, and the center is the solid body neck through, and the wings are full quilted maple.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you gotta think about that. Like these days, you don't get guitars made like that. I mean, this would have been cut up into 30 tops by now.
Mm-hmm.
Maple like that, And that's solid quilted maple. That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Is that guitar heavy?
It's probably, I guesstimated it probably around maybe 10 pounds. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't weigh it, but I love the thing. I mean, I've been playing it all week.
Tony Neville, Howie is right here. There he is.
There he is, under that tree.
Man. Yeah, that's a cool guitar, man. Well,
Thank you, bro.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Man. So you weren't kidding about earlier?
About what?
You're going by yourself?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I never. What are we still on, by the way?
We're still on YouTube. I can end it though.
Yeah.
All right, we got 27 over there. Thanks for watching, you guys. See, bonus material.
Boner.
There you go. Pooh Ninja, Soda, Brett McCord.
Love you guys.
Joe Hervey. There you are. Johnny, what the hell is this? Charlie S. This is my other stream. make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel. I'm doing live videos every day over there. Just random stuff. And yeah. All right. We'll see you guys later. Where am I? Oh, I got to actually turn it off. See you guys.